In this video, we will continue making our dog breed application based on React, and we will be making responsive menu right here. When we have mobile version, it looks like hamburger menu, and it's clickable, open and close, and the same for tablet. On desktop it looks different. I displayed it here, but you can adjust little bit styles and display it in a different way. And anyways, you can apply your own styles. Just follow the main principles of this responsive menu for React application, and you can implement this menu for any of your projects. We start with the menu.js document. It's in components folder. We have menu folder, and here we have menu.js file and menu.css file. Menu.js file, as all JS files in React, will have three parts. So the first part, it's where we implement everything, where we import everything we need. Then the second one, where we declare our component and set up our component. And the third part, where we export the component in order for other files to be able to import it. So let's go ahead and import React from React. Let's import also styles from this file in the same folder, menu.css. To be consistent, let's have one here. So this is our first part. The second part, where we declare our component. Menu will be stateless component because we will not declare any state inside. So let's give it const name menu, and it will be arrow function, as in all stateless components. So this is how we write our arrow function, and inside it will return all the JSX elements that we put here. So what we will return, or what we will display, what we will show on our application here as a menu, it will be this container with logo, title, and these two links. And for mobile, let's inspect it. For mobile, it will be also this hamburger icon with three lines that became cross when you click it. So basically there are two elements, hamburger menu and this menu container. But as the rule of React states, in component we can have only one parent element. So we put here one div, and inside we can put as many children as we want. We will put two kids here. One as our, let's give it a class name. One will be our hamburger menu, and another one will be, so here let's name it burger, and another one will be menu container, which is this one. So for hamburger menu, we will put inside another div it's another child with the class name lines, because it will be the div, I will show you, it will be this div inside with 3 lines. So inside it will have 3 kids which we name line, just one line, line. And this menu container will contain obviously 2 divs, logo and title, and these 2 links, source code in Git and follow on Twitter. So let's go ahead and insert here this kids div with the class name menu logo and div with the class name menu title, and then 2 links for links we give the class name as well, because we will apply styles. So the class is menu GitHub, and another one with the class menu Twitter. And I will go ahead and copy the actual links for it. So this is the URL for my GitHub for this project, and another one is the link for Twitter. And we also need to give another attribute to links, which is target blank. Target blank makes sure that our link will be opened in another tab. So not in the same tab, but in new tab. So the user will not go away from our application, will stay inside. And let's put these words here, source code in Git, and here follow on Twitter. Follow on Twitter. For menu logo, we should put image inside. So let's put image as self-closing tag. Let's give the class name for this image. The class name is menu logo card, menu logo image. And let's write the source for this image. It will be an object where we pass required. Oops. require, and then in brackets we put our actual path. So it's in assets folder, logo PNG image. Require. That's how we set up our component. And then the third part of our file is where we export default menu, the name of the component. And that's it. Now our component is set up, so we can commit, create, or set up the menu component. And push these changes to GitHub. And we also need to give here alternative for image. Alternative, if the image cannot be loaded, then it will be something like doc. It will, the user can read this Word doc. And let's go ahead and apply the styles, but in order to make it faster, I will copy and paste them here for you. So these are responsive styles, and we make it mobile first. Actually, mobile and tablet look the same. So first of all, we write the styles for mobile, and then we write our media queries at media and give the styles for desktop here and for Excel desktop for extra large desktop here. Save the styles and commit, add styles for menu, push it, and let's see what we have. Do we have any change? No. Why? Because again, we just created menu component and created styles for it, but we didn't tell React that it should actually display it. It's the same as buying products and putting them to refrigerator. But if we want it on our dinner table, we should tell React that it should display this on dinner table. So kind of dinner table is this app.js file where we mention all the components, everything, all the elements, JSX elements here in return section. So if we want menu here, we should first of all import the menu component from same folder, same level, components folder, menu folder, menu.js file, and then pass it here as self-closing tag menu. Now we see it. Let's commit this change as import menu in app.js and push it. And what we have for mobile, let's inspect it. For mobile, we also have this hamburger here, but when we click it, nothing changes, nothing happens. Why? Because we still need to apply some JavaScript function. And basically what this function will do, it will work on click. So when we click, we will get, and our menu will get another additional style class. So if we go to styles, you can see that by default, this menu container is not displayed on mobile. And it's true, we don't see it. And there is additional class opened. So when this class is applied, the menu container will be displayed as a block. So we want to apply this class, like turn it on click. And another class is with lines. So this burger icon with lines is active class. So when this class will be applied, the lines will change their position. So right now they are straight 3 lines. When we will click and is active will be applied, the middle line will disappear and the first and third lines will transform their position like this. So they will become cross. How do we apply these classes? We will apply them through JavaScript function, and we will write this function in our menu component because it's relevant to this component. So right before declaring the component in menu.js file, we write const and give it a name. Like I will give it a name toggle menu classes, because in this way this name will tell what function does. Toggle in JavaScript means turn on if it's turned off, or turn off if it's turned on. So toggle menu classes will be an arrow function and in this arrow function we will declare some variable. We will declare a variable hamburger icon, and we will assign it an element which we can find in document by ID burger. So right here, this burger, we need to give it ID first. And now with help, let's imagine that this variable, it can be any name, is the element that you can find in document by ID and this ID. So remember, you need to use class names, classes for your CSS styles, and you need to use ID for JavaScript code, and don't misuse them, vice versa. And then what we will do with this hamburger icon, we apply the class from class list. We will toggle the class is active. And let's do the same with another variable, let mobile menu. Let's imagine that mobile menu is an element taken from document by ID menu container. Again, this menu container, and we give it ID so that other JavaScript knows that it's this element, menu container. What will we do with this mobile menu? Similar thing. We toggle the class from class list, and the class opened. We have this class in our CSS file. Save it. So here we declared our function toggle menu classes. Does it change anything? No, because we just declared it. We need to tell our React where to apply it, and we will apply it on click. When user clicks the hamburger, so it's right here, this element on click, we pass here as an object this function toggle menu classes, and save it, and it works. So now on click we get the menu, and on click we turn back to our application. What else we need here, where we have menu title? I should give actually this title. It's breed finder. Let's name it like this, breed finder. So now we will have the name breed finder. And for mobile, for desktop, it will look like this. So let's save our changes and commit them as toggle menu classes, add toggle menu classes function.